Ochanya's case is a case that is heartbreaking, unjust, and it deeply reflects the systemic failure to protect vulnerable children from abuse and exploitation. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chiamaka and if you're new here, thank you for clicking on my video. If you're a returning subscriber, you know I love you. Thank you for watching my video. Today's video is very important to me because no child deserves what Ochanya went through. It was traumatic, it was painful, and unjust. Before I proceed with the 10 things you probably do not know about the Ochanya's case, let me give a little backstory on the case. Ochanya lived in the village with her mother in our community, and she wanted to go to school. Unfortunately for Ochanya, the primary school she was attending closed down, and then she had to go and live with her mother's sister and her husband, which is her aunt, her husband Andrew Ogboja, and the name of the aunt is Felicia Ogboja. So she went there to stay in order for her to be able to get an education which wasn't available in her community. Fast forward to years later, Ochanya became very sick. The uncle and the aunt alerted Ochanya's parents to come and take Ochanya to the hospital that she is sick. After going to the hospital severally, Ochanya had to confess to her mom and her sister about what the uncle and cousin Andrew and Victor Ogboja has been doing to her for years, starting from when she was 8 years old until she died at 13. Ochanya confessed that her uncle and her cousin were molesting her vaginally and anally, and this led to a condition known as VVF, which eventually was what caused Ochanya's death. Now, these are 10 things you probably did not know about the Ochanya's case. This whole case started from bad government. I honestly do not know what is wrong with my audio, but what I was saying is that this started off from bad government, because if there was a secondary school and a primary school in Ochanya's community, she wouldn't have needed to go to her uncle's or aunt's place to stay, where she eventually got molested. Even her sister on her life said up till today there is still no primary and secondary school in that community. I'm sure that these communities were giving funds for primary school and secondary school, but they mismanaged it and it eventually closed down, which is the reason why Ochanya had to go and stay with her uncle and her auntie where she got molested. According to the testimony of Ochanya, when she was interviewed, her cousin was the first to start abusing her. He started abusing her, and then when his sister caught him, she went to report to her dad. The dad scolded the brother, and he in turn that Andrew Oguja started abusing Ochanya after he scolded his son. This is Ochanya making this report.
When I was 8, the son started sleeping with me. Then when the sister caught him, the sister then reported him to the father. Then the father scolded at him, and that was when the father started.
She was molested from when she was 8 years, so her body could not take it anymore. At 13 years, she was molested for 5 years in total. Her body had to give up before the symptom of the abuse were seen. She was molested for 5 years in total. Guys, do you know how traumatic that would have been for a little girl to be molested every now and then for 5 years in total? She was just 8 years old and she died at 13. 5 years. Put that number in your head. 5 years. That was how long Ochanya went through molestation and abuse in the hands of our uncle and our cousin. For those of you who don't know, she was molested both vaginally and anally. She was molested both vaginally and anally, both of them, the uncle and the cousin, front and back. A child who was just 8 years old till she was 13. All she wanted was an education, and that was what she got, front and back. According to reports, she wanted to be a doctor. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. The more I look into this case, the more traumatic it is. I mean, the sister who caught the brother, that's the cousin of Ochanya, and reported to the father, is a Twitter influencer. This is her page. She has tweeted with codes, hidden messages about this Ochanya's case, allegedly. These are some of the tweets that she has tweeted. She said something in the likes of, her father and her brother uses the same phone, an iPhone 8, and the brother uses SIM 1 and the father uses SIM 1 and the brother uses SIM 2. And how did she even put it? She put it in a way like, life's so funny that nobody knows that her father, blah, 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 is using SIM 1 and SIM 2. And I'm going to attach the tweet. Guys, iPhone 8 does not have SIM 1 and SIM 2. And this tweet was in 2023. iPhone 8 does not have anything like SIM 1 and SIM 2. I want you people to put that in your memory. iPhone 8 does not have SIM 1 and SIM 2. Another of her controversial tweets is when she said minors can seduce a man, or you people talk about molestation of minors. Have you people talked about how minors can say? Guys, I'm going to attach the tweet so you can see it. It's crazy, but this family is not okay. She had since locked her Twitter page and also locked her Instagram page. And it's just crazy that there was nobody on Ochanya's side. Absolutely nobody. Not even the women in the family. There was nobody on her side. It has also been known that Winifred Ogboja refused to testify to what she saw in court. She refused to testify against her brother in court. Her aunt, Felicia Ogboja, literally confessed that her husband and Victor molested Ochanya, but it only happened once. Meanwhile, she hid the 11 test results that was gotten from the hospital. She refused to present the results to the court. She was probably trying to save her marriage. Yeah, women and their obsession with marriage. I know the case a lot of people might be saying is that, oh, Ochanya's parents were poor and they had to like go and give out the last child to go and stay with the aunts in order for them to like have less responsibility. But according to Ochanya's sister, that is not the truth. Ochanya's parents was responsible for her school fees, for her books, for her feeding. The only thing that the Ogoja family gave Ochanya was shelter. That was the only thing the Ogoja family was providing for Ochanya, according to her sister.
We were responsible for Ochanya's school fees. The clothes, her food, the only thing they provided for her was shelter.
Even the hospital bills, when the father was interviewed, the father was the one paying the hospital bills. I'm trying to make you guys understand how bad this family is. The father was the one paying the hospital bills. You can see in an interview where he spoke about how much money he paid at this place, at that place, and for tests, for whatever. You can when you watch the interview, you'd see that. Despite the evidence that was tendered to the courts on Ochanya's case, the uncle, Victor Ogbanja, was discharged and acquitted of all charges. Like, he was discharged and acquitted. Meanwhile, the wife was charged for negligence for the role of concealing the abuse and the medical evidence. Like, I cannot correlate, or how do they say it? Like, how is the wife being charged and the husband is being dismissed? Why is the why is the law contradicting itself? Ochanya died in October 17, 2018, due to health conditions. Her death was linked to VVF, vesical vaginal fistula, which is a very bad condition where the bladder is abnormally linked to the vagina. And this occurs due to prolonged sexual abuse. The recent outcry for justice for Ochanya this 2025 started around the same time that Ochanya died in 2018. It has made people to believe that Ochanya's soul has not rested and is demanding justice. The case of Ochanya has been reopened because of the protest that has been going on both online and offline. And honestly, I really pray that she gets justice. I really pray that the family of Ochanya gets justice. And we didn't do all these things in vain. Hashtag justice for Ochanya. Let us try to protect the children. The children are the future of tomorrow. They are the most vulnerable people in our society. And the justice system is not doing right by the kids. They are not well protected. We need a law that really that protects the kids. Victor and Andrew Ogoja is working freely. He's working freely. He is a lecturer in Benue State University, I think, but he is a lecturer working freely. How do you allow a man with that kind of history to be around young people, especially in a place of power? A lecturer. Why would the government allow that? In a sane country, that man should be without a job. In a sane country, do we even have a sex offenders list in Nigeria? Do we? We are crying for justice and for Ochanya, and I really do hope that the government will do right by Ochanya and her family. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Thank you.